Hey guys, today I'm gonna teach you who are the best traders you should sell to with every item. I'm not gonna ramble on just so I can make this video longer and hit that watch time sweet spot for YouTube, so I'll make it as short and as informative as I can so you guys can back into the game. Just before we begin, make sure to drop a like on this video and also subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of the newest videos on this channel. So the traders are a part of the game that you always use, and especially in your early level. They're your only way to sell your items up until level 5, which opens up the flea market for you. So the first seller is Prapor. Prapor is only the best trader for explosives or pyrotechnics, because that would be a better word to describe it, since I don't think smoke grenades are technically explosives. Anyway, anything that is in a grenade form you should sell to Prapor. He also pays well for ammo, magazines and weapons, but he is not the best trader for those categories. Seller number 2 is the Therapist, and she is quite easy to understand. She will pay you the most for medical supplies, obviously, food and drinks, and barter items. Now, most of the barter items you should hold on to until level 5, which opens up the flea market and you could sell those for a higher price. Take the graphics card for example, which is worth 5 times more in the flea market than it is for the best seller in the game. If you have toilet papers, soaps and cigarettes, however, it's better in my opinion to sell them to the Therapist in the early game, since you need the cash, and the difference between what the Therapist will give you compared to the market is very negligible. Third trader is Fence, and is only good for one thing: knives or melee weapons. Now, most of the knives you would run into in your early game are the shitty ones you can loot off a scav, and you can only sell those to the Fence. If you get an ice pick, however, you should keep those since they are worth close to 1 million. But I would sell most melee weapons that are not worth that much to the Fence. Fourth trader is Skier. Now, Skier is probably the trader you'll use the most because he is the best trader for a lot of items, and the best way I could summarize them is as apparel items. Hats, masks, face covers, vests, armor, helmets, headsets, backpacks, all of those would be best put to use when you sell them to Skier. That's only if you haven't opened the flea market, however. Skier is also the best trader for several weapon mods, which I honestly can't classify for you, so every time you get a weapon mod, like a flashlight or something, run it by either Skier or Mechanic, which would pay you the best for those. Fifth trader is Peacekeeper, and I'm going to skip him entirely since he doesn't pay better than any of the traders for any early game items currently. Sixth trader is Mechanic. Now, Mechanic is the best in-store trader for anything that is weapon related. Prapor will pay you a couple of hundreds less than Mechanic, but Mechanic will always pay the most for weapons, ammo, magazines, and several weapon mods, so again, check between him and Skier. The seventh trader, which is Regman, won't pay you most for anything, and you won't open Jaeger before the flea market, so I guess that's it for the guy. Now, the last thing that I want to add is that you use the traders even in your late game phase and end game phase. All of that because they are a quick, easy way to get cash. Some of the things you would loot in a raid have a very little price difference between the flea market and the trader. So the time you would put into posting up that sale combined with the market fee and the slot it would hold up for you, you're better off selling that item to a trader and leveling him up. Cash spent on your trader is one of the requirements to level up your loyalty, which is needed for cheap access to all kinds of gear and upgrading your hideout. So that's why you're better off losing that potential 2k rubles and selling the weapon to a trader rather than using the market. One last tip that I'm going to give you is that if you get lucky and loot a silenced weapon that is fully kitted, take out the silencer or other attachments that you think might be worth a lot and sell those on the flea market when you get the chance. The rest of the weapon can go to the Mechanic. No sense in losing 30k rubles because you sold the entire SKS without tearing it apart. That's it guys, hope this video is helpful for you, and my guess is that it will stay relevant for several wipes and patches. If it helped you guys, make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe for more. Please comment on which guide you would like to see next and any other questions I might have not answered in this video. Thank you guys for watching, I'll see you in the next video.